Band websites. Do we need them? Do you need them? Well, I'm biased. I've been a web developer for 25 years, and I'd say absolutely you need them. In fact, the first website I ever built was for an artist back in the early 2000s, just when the internet was starting to find its way into people's homes. I've gone on to build hundreds of websites for independent artists and for artists on major labels. I was lucky enough for a period of time in the 2000s to be a contractor for the major classics and jazz labels in the UK, which included Warner Music, EMI, Decca, Universal Music Group, Sony BMG, Virgin, and a whole bunch of others. So I built a lot of websites for a lot of famous artists. And back then, they were selling their product on CD. And so you would have multi-page booklets in the CDs. So you have that current argument that it's a way of seeing photos and accessing information. But back then, that was standard. Now, most of us don't release actual physical product. And so we still, if not more than back then, rely on having a website where we can control exactly what our message is, what goes out, and we can create as much content as we want. Ours is a real simple one. It's been growing recently, but I've always had one for our band. I cannot see any reason for not having a website. I think it's absolutely vital. Even if you only have 1 or 2 visitors a week, it's an opportunity for someone to have a deeper engagement with you in a long form format rather than short form formats in TikTok and Instagram, which of course are vital. Social networking is vital too. But in those areas, you're never really given a chance to go deeper into giving your message, your background, what you're about. But a website really is ideal for that. And I honestly can't see any excuse for not having one. Perhaps you might say, well, they're expensive. Well, they can be expensive if you get someone to build one for you, but there are plenty of platforms you can build your own website on. And just learn, just make the effort. It's really, really important in my opinion. So there you go.